This video will go over the basics of using the MyoVista Wavelet ECG cardiac testing device, device screen functions, and a walkthrough of running a test from start to finish. Be sure to refer to the complete user manual for comprehensive information, including indications and instructions for use. First, let's go over the contents of the packaging and how to set up the MyoVista device. The MyoVista device ships in one package and contains everything needed for operation. When opening the package, you will see an instruction sheet in 6 languages. Notice the USB thumb drive attached in the lower left corner of the instruction sheet. You will need this for successful software installation in a later step. This USB thumb drive contains the user manual, instructions for use, and other instructive materials. Remove the protective cover from above the MyoVista device. It is recommended that you retain all packaging. Review the contents of the package and ensure you can locate the following items: USB thumb drive, power cord, power adapter block, box of electrodes, patient cables, and MyoVista device. Inspect cables carefully to ensure correct IEC cable, AHA cable, or both are included, depending on which part number was ordered. Let's review the many ports and buttons on the MyoVista Wavelet ECG cardiac testing device. Once you have unpacked your device, and before plugging in or powering up, take note of all the panels, controls, and connectors. Key features on the face of the MyoVista device are the LCD high-definition touchscreen display, Home button, Patient button, Test button, Report button, Standby button, and LED power indicator. Key features on the rear panel of the MyoVista device are the Kensington security slot, HDMI port, 2 USB ports, Ethernet port, power adapter connector, power switch, and multi-position adjustable stand. The patient cable port is found on the right side of the MyoVista device. The left side of the MyoVista device features 2 additional USB ports used for connecting storage media or a peripheral device. Next, we will discuss how to plug the cables into the device safely and properly. Attach the supplied power adapter to the supplied power cord. Connect the power adapter to the receptacle on the device. Plug the power cord into an AC outlet with protective grounding. Upon initial use, please allow the battery to charge to full capacity before first use. Connect the 15-pin patient cable into the patient cable port. Align the MyoVista patient cable with the 15-pin port on the side of the device. Ensure the orientation of the 15-pin cable matches the orientation of the receiving port. Insert the MyoVista patient cable into the 15-pin port on the side of the device. If it does not plug in easily, check the orientation of the connector on the cable and the MyoVista device. Forcing the connector may damage the cable or device. Do not bend connector pins. Tighten the MyoVista patient cable thumb screws securely into the device. Do not over-tighten. Toggle the power switch to the on position to activate. A boot screen appears, followed by the home screen. Your MyoVista device should always be connected to AC power before switching on the device. Battery use is intended for temporary or emergency use. In this section, we will go over the main features and functions of the graphic user interface. Follow along with your device, but don't worry about following a testing workflow yet. On the main home screen, there are a variety of functions available to the user. In the center of the screen, reference materials are displayed for easy access and viewing directly on the high-definition display. To the right of the screen are other functional icons relating to testing, reporting, and other functions. Here we take a moment to highlight each icon and briefly describe its function. Quick Start Guide opens the Quick Start Guide on the home screen. MyoVista User Manual opens the MyoVista user manual on the home screen. Electrode Placement AHA opens the Electrode Placement AHA diagram on the home screen. Electrode Placement IEC opens the Electrode Placement IEC diagram on the home screen. MyoVista End User License Agreement opens the MyoVista End User License Agreement on the home screen. To the right of the screen are other functional icons relating to testing, reporting, and other functions. Here we take a moment to highlight each icon and briefly describe its function. The Home icon returns you to the home screen from any other screen. This is the Patient icon, which opens the Patient screen. The Test icon opens the Test screen. The Report icon opens the Report screen. The Settings icon opens the Settings screen. The Standby icon places the device in standby mode and turns the screen black. Some icons are common to many of the screens you will interface with while using the MyoVista device. Save, Cancel, Close, Continue. While using the Patient screen, you can add a new patient record, select a patient, search patients, edit a patient record, or delete a patient record. To display the test screen, from the screen menu on the right side, you must first select a patient record or create a new record. The device will prompt you to select a patient before performing a test. Once a patient is created or selected, press the Test icon or, below the screen, press the Test button. The Settings icon sets the test parameters. The Start Test icon starts a test. The Stop Test button stops a test. This button appears after a test has started. Test Countdown displays a countdown timer for test completion. The Resync icon resyncs waveforms. The Resync Countdown Time shows a countdown timer until waveforms are resynced. Using the Report screen, you can view a patient test report and print, export, or delete a patient test report. The Report screen appears automatically after a test completes successfully. For this example, we will navigate to this screen by selecting the Report icon on the navigation panel and selecting a sample case report. Both conventional ECG information and MyoVista proprietary informatics are available to view on the same report screen. Our focus will be on the available icon functionality offered by the MyoVista device, starting with the report screen. The Print icon prints a patient test report. The Export to PDF icon exports a patient test report to PDF format. The Delete icon deletes a patient test report. From the report screen, highlight the Settings icon on the right-hand side of the screen. From the Settings screen, you can change system settings, ECG settings, and user settings. All customized settings will be retained even if the device is powered off. There are many functions accessible under System Settings. Functions of special note are the Printing function and the Database function. The Printing function configures printer settings. Please reference the MyoVista Printer and Accessories catalog for recommended printers that have been tested for use with the MyoVista device. The Database setting displays database information, backs up the current database on external storage media, and deletes and restores the database. Deletion of the database removes patient medical information, but retains or preserves the current system settings. There are many functions accessible under ECG settings. Note the Filters function. This function sets line and myoelectricity interface filter default settings. Myoelectricity interface filters reduce the amount of biologic data available. Heart Sciences does not recommend using a filter for this setting unless absolutely necessary. There are many functions available under User settings. Of special note is the Patient Units function. This function sets the default displayed measurement units for patient height and weight. The user interface allows measurement units to be modified based on regional preferences. Let's walk through the workflow of running a test on a patient from start to finish. Let's begin with electrode placement. The MyoVista electrode placement protocol is aligned with the standard AHA or IEC resting 12-lead ECG electrode placement protocol. This figure demonstrates AHA Diagnostics ECG electrode chest and appendages placement. This figure demonstrates IEC Diagnostics ECG electrode chest and appendages placement. For detailed instructions about lead color and proper placement of electrodes on the patient, see the Electrode Placement section of the user manual. The MyoVista patient cable is a high-quality proprietary cable designed only for use with the MyoVista single-use center post electrodes. The cable includes a grabber element and post that works in conjunction with the center post on the MyoVista electrode to provide a high-quality, low-impedance connection designed to significantly reduce the risk for signal artifacts. To attach the MyoVista patient cable to the Heart Sciences MyoVista center post electrodes, identify the center post on the grabber located at the distal end of the patient cable. Align the center post with the MyoVista Wavelet ECG center post electrode. Squeeze to open the grabber. Place the post of the grabber in the center post electrode, and then release the grabber to confirm a secure connection. Before running any test, be sure waveforms have been given at least 10 seconds to stabilize. Confirm the patient's name, date of birth, and sex. Be sure there is sufficient battery power if under remote use. Check the adequacy of ECG waveforms prior to running a test. Troubleshoot any noise or baseline wander if needed. On the test screen, select the Start Test icon. The test begins, a countdown timer appears, and the Start Test icon changes to Stop Test. The report screen appears automatically after a test completes successfully. Using the report screen, you can view the patient test report, print a patient test report, export a test report, or delete a test report. First, select the Print button. The Print Preview Settings screen appears. Then select Settings. The Report Settings screen appears. You can change gain settings and chart speed if needed. Select the Save icon to save the print report settings, or select Cancel to discard them. Select Print. When a list of configured printers appears, select the appropriate printer and then select Print. To export a test report in PDF format, first insert a USB drive into a USB port. Ensure that your USB drive has adequate storage space available to save your report. Select the Export to PDF button. The file name field is populated automatically. Select Export. You are now ready to set up and operate your MyoVista Wavelet ECG cardiac testing device. For more detailed instruction, please refer to the MyoVista Quick Reference Guide and User Manual.